Hey, what's up, guys? If you're self employed or you're working for a company that doesn't offer any health insurance, well, then this video is for you. But first, I want to let you all know about the government programs and emergency numbers you need to call if you're in between jobs or you don't recently lost your job or you know someone that's financially struggling, they can't make their rent or they need food, or even like with your elderly. As I've mentioned in many other videos, a lot of your elderly, you're not even aware that a lot of your elderly are, because they figure they can't afford food, they're buying like cat food and stuff like that, and they're eating this stuff. And that should be a concern of ours in the community, to make sure that our elderly and our babies are taken care of in the community. Even with the struggling single parents or whatever, making sure that they have access to the resources to help them. Now, they can call 211 or 311, is I think it's the East Coast, but either one of them, they would be able to get you in touch with resources to help you pay your utility bills, help you find food resources, help you find temporary housing. So calling these two. Also, if you have transportation problems, again, you can reach out to your community action agencies, okay? And they would be able to help you. Or another one is the 800 number. It's 844 USA Gov 1. And okay, when you call 844 USA Gov 1, and you just tell them, don't tell them that you're looking for funding. Tell them that you're looking for financial assistance. Okay? Don't tell them you're looking for funding. Tell them you're looking for financial assistance. And so that way they can better search in their different databases and stuff to see what it is that they can help you with. And I don't care if you're an existing business owner, they have a lot of programs and they offer a lot of money that you may be able to qualify. But in terms of people that are struggling financially, that don't have a job, you may not have no income, you may not have reliable transportation to go look for a job or whatever. You can reach out to your community action agency, or you can call 211 311 and they would be able to help you as well. Now, the title of this video, the best short-term health insurance for self-employed. And the reason I'm making this video, because I talk to a lot of truck drivers that don't have health insurance, uh, people that drive for Uber and Lyft, or doing this self-employed or this gig economy, they don't have health insurance. And so because of the Obama laws, they was forcing people to get health insurance, but Obama premiums was too high. So a lot of people, they were still going without. So the thing about it is understanding, what are my options? Okay, I want to have health insurance. I need to go to the doctor and stuff like that. You know, just to be able to make sure that you're healthy, especially as a truck driver, you own the road and stuff like that. And of course, when you pull into the TAs and the what's that other one? Flying J's or whatever, and you know how you get your blood sugar tested or whatever. The thing about it, you just don't want to be able to be out here on the road driving and taking chances on your health. Or again, in this good gig economy, a lot of jobs, they're offering you money, they may be offering you good pay, but at the same time, you worried about health insurance. That's one of the bigger issues. And again, now with the new laws, they don't penalize you for having health insurance, so people are going without again because they figure they can't afford the premiums and stuff. So I wanted to talk about that. So with short-term health insurance, granted, the biggest caveat with that is that you can't have a pre-existing. So that's where Obamacare will come in, because it's mainly for pre-existing. But the bigger problem with the Obamacare is that a lot of people said the premiums are just too high. However, if you don't have a pre-existing condition and you're self-employed, or your employer doesn't offer health insurance and Cobra is too expensive, then your short-term health insurance is your best solution. Let me tell you, one of my associates, he went up to Vegas, and he's a vegetarian, right? So this is what happened. He goes to Vegas and he decides to try some shellfish. Now he's a vegetarian, so he tried some shellfish. What it was, it created an allergic reaction. Within 3 month time period, he spent almost $30,000 going to different doctors and stuff This was money coming out of his pocket because he wasn't aware about short-term health insurance. So where he could have been spending like maybe about anywhere from $150 to maybe $250 a month, he ended up spending $30,000 because he figured that, hey, I don't need health insurance. But you never know when you get sick. You never know what chances are you taking and stuff. And this is the reason why a lot of people, they're driving around, they're just taking chances. I see a lot of the rappers and stuff, a lot of these cats that figure, oh, I got this money, but they don't have no health insurance. What does it look like you driving around in a Benz or Bentley, but you can't afford health insurance? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't add up. So this is something that you really need to consider. Now, in terms of where you get that health insurance, where you get that short-term health insurance, I have a link below, and they're like a database, and you can put in an application, and they can possibly help you. Now, the thing about it is why you need health insurance and why short-term health insurance may be your answer, because you may be in between jobs, or again, your job may not even be offering health insurance. And so, yeah, they may be offering you great pay, but at the same time, they don't offer you health insurance. And since you're self-employed, and the thing about it, I keep telling people, if you're self-employed, you want to save more money, then set up the corporation. That's what three-way funding is here for, to help you set up the corporation. So you can click the link below the video so that you can get free consultation. But at the same time, you getting that short-term health insurance, then your premiums are rolled off. So we're going to talk about that. But one of the good things about the short-term health insurance, it also covers families. So your family can be added onto that policy. Also, once you're approved, it's next day. Your next day. So if you apply for short-term health insurance, once they approve you, then you will have health insurance the next day. So you don't have this long-term period of waiting around to get covered. It's the next day. And like I said, it's 100% tax deductible. So the thing about it, you self-employed, if you set up the corporation, then get your health insurance under your corporation, now you're 100% tax deductible. So it's a benefit to you. Plus, you can get up to 50% tax credit. So that's the thing about it. So you're not losing any money. It's actually going to help you save more money. Especially, you may have a situation where you break your leg or something like that. And I hope that doesn't happen to anybody. But at the same time, we can't predict what's going to happen in the future. So this is the reason why you should consider short-term health insurance or temporary health insurance. So that way you don't know what's going to happen. And with short-term health insurance, you can have it up to a year, and then after that year is over, you can renew. But a lot of reasons that most people are even looking at short-term health insurance is because of the premiums on Obamacare. They like it, and granted, it does do pre-existing, but the premiums are hurting a lot of small business owners and self-employed. So if you want to learn more and check out more about short-term health insurance, click the link below this video so that you can at least put in an application and see what you qualify for. Like I said, their biggest caveat is no pre-existing. But hey, if you are healthy or you don't have any pre-existing and that you would like to go to the doctor, you would like to have regular checkups, you would like to be covered, again, 3-day stay in the hospital running you almost $10,000 or more. So the thing about it, you weighing your option. Would I rather spend $250 a month now or take chances and end up in the hospital and spending $10,000 just for one day? So this is the logical thing to think about. I'd rather have that health insurance than drive a Benz, because that's what a lot of people are doing. They're driving around with luxury cars and they don't even have health insurance. And again, because of premiums with Obamacare, and of course insurance premiums are going up, this is one of the better alternatives. Like I said, it doesn't cover pre-existing, but for those that don't have pre-existing, this can be your best alternative. So you're paying lower premiums, but you're still getting health coverage. So this is Houston with three-way funding. I just wanted to make this video and bring you aware that, hey, you need health insurance, especially if you're self-employed and you don't qualify. If you can't afford the Obamacare because of the premiums. Short-term health insurance may be your best option, especially even if you work in a job and they don't offer you health insurance and you can't afford COBRA. Why not get something that you can afford and that's going to cover you in case something does happen? Because life does happen, and you can't predict when it's going to happen, but at least you know that, hey, I got some insurance. I'm able to go to the doctor now. I'm able to take my family to the doctor, and it's not a big expense on you, and especially if you're self-employed, 100% tax deductible. So this is Houston with three-way funding. I hope that this video would help you understand that you do have options in the market. Even though that Obamacare is there and it's great, but the premiums may be hurting you financially and you can't afford it, at least you have a short-term health insurance where the premiums are lower if you don't have any pre-existing, but at the same time, you don't have to worry about, hey, if something happens to where it's out of your control, at least you know that it's not going to put an economic burden on you. So this is Houston with three-way funding, and I hope this video inspires you. Thank you.